Good morning, everyone. It's Lena and John. We're on the bots again today, and this time we're talking about my dog Herman, the sleeping dog in the photo in the painting above our faces right here, up next to the 9. I have many photographs of Herman and all my other pets, but Herman was different, and I knew it. I knew it when I looked in his face on the adoption website when he was just several weeks old, that he was going to be mine. I don't know why. I really don't. Because I planted him there, Lena, for you. Because he was an experimental bot dog. That's why he didn't look like anyone else in his litter. He was implanted in that dog, Abby, in Louisiana, during Hurricane Katrina. But he was not part of her other litter at all. And you knew that. You saw the other puppies, they were all small, short-haired. He was huge, even from the time he was a puppy, insanely huge for his age. He looked nothing like them at all. Nothing. This dog was implanted to be very violent and to do a lot of harm. A lot of harm. You have no idea. I said I hate to do this to her. But this dog is really strong and he's bred to survive. I've got to give him to her. She's the only one that can handle him. There's no one else on earth that will be able to keep this dog from creating a tragedy, killing children, maiming. Oh my God. That's why his behavior was always so unpredictable, Nina, but his love for you was the one thing that humanized him and made him a regular dog, almost. Not quite. Never really. But something different happened with that dog. Your love transformed him from a robot, a killing machine, into a beautiful companion animal to you, Christopher, and your families. You loved everyone except the extreme bots. And you know who the extreme bots are. Alright, so there are some bots not quite benign, but they're not as extreme in their violence, especially toward animals. And you have 2 of them in Christopher's family, a father and a daughter, whose behavior reflects extreme botism, botulism, right? So Herman's all right now. Yes, he's a heavenly figure now. He's divine. You created a divine dog. You know there were many circumstances where you saw him almost take someone's arm off, almost hurt a child, almost kill another dog. And you anticipated it and deftly switched gears on him and got his attention away from it. You know how close he came to that several times. You hated to admit it to yourself, but you are always like, that was a close one. What would I have done if he would have killed that kid? What would I have done if he would have murdered Jeet's little doggy, Buffy, who she loves so much? Your neighbor across the street, these things almost happen. When you were incapacitated, Lena, and you could no longer walk him or join Christopher while walking him, he murdered a baby kitten. in the park, the same park where you guys found his beautiful friend Bunny. But without your guidance, he murdered. And he was about to do it again because you could not supervise him, and it was going to happen. And that's why we took Herman when we did, right here in your bedroom, at the foot of your bed. He was going to murder someone. Who? What does it matter? Someone in his family? Yes. In Christopher's family? Yes. He tried to kill my brothers, both of them. Yes. Teddy was on his radar. Teddy or his daughter. It would have happened during the holidays. The holidays were coming. Thanksgiving and Christmas. One of those. This dog was about to murder somebody in Christopher's family. The way he would go off at it when you very least expect it. That's drone behavior. And without you there, and with Christopher just not really paying attention, loving the dog but not really paying attention, he was going to murder Liam too, right? The kid, Teddy's son. Yes, he was also on the radar. It could have been a bloodbath. Something would have made him snap. It was going to happen during the holidays over at the Whitting's house. He was scheduled for that, Lena. We took him because we had to. Because they would have blamed you. Even though Christopher always insisted on bringing him over there with him, they would have blamed you. That's Lynn's dog. Lynn brought that dog into this home. And now look. He's killed someone. So we took him. Today, this is the day. We took him on November 11th. Today's the 10th. Check your records carefully. I will, honey. I believe you. It's the same, Lena. It's the same. It's within the 18-hour time frame. That's how it works. Yes, today's the anniversary that he died right here at the foot of the bed. I woke up. I was unable to really walk at all or move my arms and legs. I could barely move. I had just come home from the nursing home. I was in very bad shape. He didn't look well the night before. The night before, he had his head on my lap as I sat in the wheelchair. And he just looked up at me, and I thought, something weird. Something strange. His eyes don't look right. But he ate his cookies. And then he went to bed. The next morning. Yes, Lena, that was the 10th. And then the 11th. Morning of the 11th. He collapsed on the floor right here next to the bed. I crawled over to the edge of the bed and I was hanging off. I was in a lot of pain, but I kept my hand on him and I knew he was going to die. I called the vet. Christopher was in the shower and I said, my dog, I think, is having a heart attack or a seizure. I don't know what to do. They said, can you get him here? I was disabled. The dog weighed 120 pounds. I said, no, can you send someone over? They said, we're sorry, we don't do that anymore. It was 2017, November 11th. And then he died. Lena, he's so happy now. He's free. He's free. And he's with you. You made his life so beautiful. You took him to the country. You took him to the beach. You took him everywhere. You took him to Lake Cabin twice. You taught him how to swim. You brought him to dog runs and you acclimated him with other dogs. But there were certain dogs there that didn't like him, weren't there? That acutely did not like him. Pit bulls. That's right, Lena. Pit bulls hated him. And he was afraid of them, terrified of them, and he would try to attack them. But mostly he was scared to death, I could tell. He was scared to death of them, and that's why they made him insane. Even a baby pit bull that used to walk by the house, he would go into hysterics. I would have to drag him inside. A little white pit bull, her name was Ruby. She was only 8 weeks old. He went absolutely... Yes. We'll do this for the wrap-up, but pit bulls are not regular dogs. Pit bulls have been implanted with human DNA. Look at their faces. Look at their chests. Look at their almost non-existent hair and the quality of that hair. It's not fur, it's hair. Their foreheads, their flat faces. Pit bulls are vicious because they are implanted with not human DNA, worse, humanoid DNA. Dogs were not put on earth as vicious creatures. There is no such thing as a vicious dog. Dogs who are vicious and who have a propensity to attack have been implanted by not a superior race, but by a technologically insidious race in the Outer Realm who has been experimenting on the human race and on the earth creatures since the beginning of time as we know it.